Yay.
Yeah.
Hold on, Kathy. We may have a win here.
Okay.
Might have been easier than we thought.
Okay.
Yay. Oh. Hold on, Kathy. We may have a win here. We are live on YouTube. We thought. Oh. Hold on, Kathy. We may have a win here. We are live on YouTube. Okay, now I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, you may have to. Well, I'll introduce Prashant anyway.
I'm gonna go off mute. I'm gonna go on mute and leave you to this whole session.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Hi, Tony. Hi, Charles. Hi, Antoinette. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully, everybody had an opportunity to grab something to drink and eat during our little break. We're going to wait like another minute or two and make sure that our YouTube audience has a chance to join us, as well as anyone who's going to be joining us in the room. So let's give ourselves another minute, and then I'm going to introduce our lovely star featured speaker.
Yay! I'm excited.
All right.
All right, give me a minute.
Rashawn, was there anything you needed to project? I didn't have anything, but I didn't want to leave that out if that's something you wanted to do. Okay. Hi, Suzanne, you made it back. Yay.
I did. It's good to see you.
All right. Okay. Let's see, Rashawn is here. We'll give her another minute or so, and she's getting ready to be live with us. I think I see a few more people. Making sure we got everybody coming. Okay. I'll wait for her to say she's ready, and then we'll go. Hi, Rashawn. You ready?
Let me take it off of mute.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you were I knew you had a
Hold on. Can you see me?
yes, we can see you and we can hear you.
All right. Okay. You can see everything, right?
Absolutely. And you look amazing, as does your background.
Oh, good. Yay.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started because we know we have we want to honor everybody's time and the time of our beautiful speakers. So I'd like to introduce you to Rashawn Shaw. Rashawn Shaw is an internationally recognized, amazing motivational speaker and coach. She coaches executives in every type of industry possible. Everything from Google to Facebook. She's done it all. She's an amazing entrepreneur. She's a serial entrepreneur that's run everything from restaurants to now being in the tech space. She's the tech founder and the head and CEO of You Are Warrior, which is an amazing ecosystem around health and wellness. And she focuses in that space around getting coaching to the masses, helping people have in the palm of their hand an opportunity to connect with coaches and others who can help support them on their mental health and wellness journey. Rashawn is a world-renowned speaker and coach, and she happens to be my really good friend, really my sister. So everybody, I'd like to introduce you to the amazing Rashawn Shaw. Hi, Rashawn.
Hi. Hello. Thank you. This is so good. Thank you so much, Kathy. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, coachcon. Because this is an amazing experience and I'm glad to be here. And I want to just start with us. Can we start, everyone? Let's just take a moment. Let's take a moment to reset ourselves. Let's just breathe for like 30 seconds because this is about wellness. This is about us connecting. And I love to set the stage with connection. How does that sound? All right. I want us to close our eyes and it'll be a breathe in for 10 seconds and out for 10. Let's just do it now. Close our eyes, feet on the ground, hands on the thighs, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly open your eyes. All right, let's get started. Today's session is about the warrior within and leading with courage, clarity, and compassion in the wellness space, this revolution that's going on. So let me say this again. It's about leading with courage, clarity, and compassion. So I want to start off telling you, because you may not know my story. Um, about 17 years ago, I was in New York City living my best life, thinking that everything was okay. I was on the trajectory. I owned restaurants in New York. I was on TV. I was always into the motivational speaking because that was really my passion. I had a big mouth, I could speak, so I loved to do it. And then one day, I really had a bad back. I didn't know what it was from, but my back was killing me. When I tell you I couldn't bend down, I couldn't move, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't pick up a pot, and it just got worse and worse. And I was like, what is wrong? So I would go to the chiropractor. I went to wellness clinics, and everyone thought it was a slip disc or something was wrong. No one could really figure out what it was. Until one day, my doctor said, I think you need an MRI. And I hate MRIs, I'm claustrophobic. But he said, I think you need to get an MRI. So let me tell you, the first MRI, I was so scared. I did a standing MRI, and I am not for standing MRIs. I want to tell you this. And the standing MRI said it was a slip disc. And they had given me medicine. And a couple of months later, my back got worse. It just kept getting worse and worse. Then I did the MRI that you have to go into the tube, you have to be enclosed, and it's like 1 inch away from your face. And I remember to this day, I went back to the doctors, and the doctor told me, Rashawn, I think you need to sit down. Now, no one needs to and wants to hear sit down. He said, I think you need to sit down. 7 doctors came into the room. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was with my fiance and my stepmom. And I'm like, well, what is this? Like, what are we doing? And the doctor said he was stuck a little bit. He said, you've been diagnosed with terminal breast cancer, stage 4. It's all over your body. And I think at that moment I was stuck. And I still get chills when I say this. I was stuck because I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. Stage 4 cancer? Me? No, that's not me. This isn't my life. Stage 4 cancer, terminal. My mother had just died of stage 4 cancer 10 years before. And it hit me like a brick wall. I didn't know what to say. And my fiance said, well, what can we do? What to do? And he said, do you believe in miracles? And I remember that to this day. Do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in miracles? And I got to tell you, I said, hell yeah, I believe in miracles. And I'll see you in 10 years. And I am now on my 17th year, cancer-free, no evidence of disease. I got to tell you, I believe in miracles. And so what I say to you today is anything is possible. On this wellness journey in this thing called life, anything is possible. So I wanted to start you off with this, knowing that whatever you're going through, it too can pass and anything is possible. So I want to start you off with this year. This is the year of 1. This is 2026, and I'll tell you why this is the year of 1. 20 is 2, 26 is the number 8. This is the year of 1. It's not just a year. This is a shift, a return to one mind, one body, one life, one responsibility to ourselves. Because I know 2025 was a hard year. Now I want to ask you, Who had a hard year in 2025? I know I need to raise my hand. Come on, raise your hands. Who had a tough year in 2025? Yeah, it was a tough year. This is a tough year. Whether it was family, business, relationships, this was a tough year. And so that was a year of 9, where it's a lot of struggle and pushing through, and you feel like you're in the mud. But today, we're a 1. And that means new beginnings. I want you to write this down in your journal on a paper, because you need to see this, you need to hear this, and you need to write it down. New beginnings, leadership, ownership, and identity. I'm going to say this again. It's about new beginnings. This is about leadership, ownership, identity. This is not the year to hide. This is not the year to play small. You know how we play small and we're like, oh, it's not my time next year. No, it's this year, 2026. You're not waiting to 2027. You're doing it this year. This is the year to decide who you are. And I want you to write down in your journal or on a piece of paper, who are you? Just write down, who are you? 3 seconds, who are you? You could say, I am a boss, I am a mother, I'm a business owner, I'm a leader, I'm a strategist. Who are you? Because it starts with who are you? We do all of this stuff and we don't even know who we are. So write down, who are you? And second, what do you want in 2026? Write down, what do you want? What do you want? Write it down now. What do you want out of 2026? Is it more money? Is it more time with yourself? Is it a better relationship? What do you want? Because we need to know who are you and what do you want. So you need to start this year off right. Okay? And when I tell you 2026 is not asking you to survive, it's asking you to lead your own life. It's time for you to lead your own life. And it starts with wellness. It starts with wellness. The revolution is here. And we're living in the most connected time, but the most disconnected time in history. We have social media, we have Facebook, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, we have Yik Yak, we have Lemonade, we have all of these things. But the Surgeon General said in 2025, we're the most lonely we have ever been in life. Burnout is normalized, like we're burnt out. We're running to stand still. Anxiety is worn like it's a badge. I'm anxiety, I'm stressed, I'm this. And we're wearing it like it's cool. It's not. The hustle is replaced by our health. And our achievement is replaced by alignment. Like, what are we doing? And I want you to know that wellness is no longer a luxury. Wellness is needed for you to survive. In order for me to survive, I get that question. I may have over 5,000 DMs. How did you do it? How are you alive, Bershon? How are you here? I took care of myself. You don't know. I do everything. I wake up, I do a green juice. This right here, it has a wellness juice in it. I just had some chlorophyll pills. I do my vitamin D. I walk. I exercise. Before I start my day, I do 3 miles to 6 miles a day, every day. What is going to be your wellness regimen that you can do? I don't care if it's I sit over in my corner and I do meditation. I write in my journal. I walk. I get on the bike. You have to have something that you do every day. Here I am. I'm in Aspen. I just walked the whole town. Now I came to you. I take my health seriously. Okay? Wellness, it is a leadership skill. It is a survival strategy, and it is your responsibility to yourself. Because I want you to know it's not just a day, like we'd be like Warrior Wednesday wellness, and wellness is not just a self-care Sunday or a meatless Monday. It is ingrained into your life. I want you to understand that you have to show up full, ready to make decisions and actions. right? That's what wellness is. And I want to tell you what the warrior is. So, my journey, as you know, started with stage 4 cancer. I always say that's my diagnosis, that's not my prognosis, right? Warrior is if you can look up, you can get up and you can do it again. And you can do it again. And you can do it again. It's never giving up. Your wellness is your badge. How you feel. We're in January. We always do these, resolutions, and we do these, okay, it's a New Year's resolution or it's this, but no, let's stop making this a resolution for January. This is a habit. This is how you're going to show up in the world, right? It's a daily method. It's what you're doing. And I always say, this is my warrior method. And write these down because if you put these in your life, this will be your wellness journey forever. The warrior method is 4 things. 1 is personal development. Personal development is who am I becoming? And what do you need to do that? Do you need to take more classes? Do you need to learn AI? Do you need to be more? Do you need to connect with someone? Do you need to network? Self-improvement. What am I willing to change? What are you really willing to change? Because here's the thing, I've coached probably 5 to 10,000 people all over the world, from stages to companies to people. And I'm always curious on what do you want to change? What do you want to do differently? Right? People always say, oh, I'm the same as I was 5 years ago. That's not good. You're the same. Don't you want to be different? What do you want to change this year in 2026? Write that down. And nothing small. What do you really want to change about yourself to be better? Motivation is the 3rd one. What keeps me going when no one's watching? How do you stay motivated? How do you stay motivated to do more? What is that? Do you need to join a gym? Do you need a trainer? Do you need a coach? Everyone needs a coach. I'm a coach. Ty's a coach on here. Kathy's a coach. Everyone needs a coach. The most successful people in the world have a coach. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, they all have coaches. Serena Williams, you don't do it by yourself. You need someone to help you with the blind spots. Last, support. Who do I want to walk with me? Who do I allow to walk with me? Right? So these are the 4 things of the warrior method. Listen to them again. Personal development. Who am I becoming? Self-improvement. What am I willing to change in my life? What am I willing to do differently? I'm not going to stay the same in 2026. It's a change year. We're doing things differently. How many people, I want to know, how many people like to stay safe? Raise your hand. Come on. How many people want to stay safe? How many people like to stay safe? I know we do. It's easy being safe. It's so easy. Change is hard. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. It's time to step out of your comfort zone and stop being safe. Motivation is what's going to keep you going. Support. Who do I will allow to walk with me on this journey? Who's going to support me? I don't care if it's your best friend, if it's a trainer, if it's a coach, if it's a therapist. You need to walk this journey with someone. You can't do it alone, because transformation starts with you. So my story, as you know, was stage 4. And how I got to here is when I realized I had stage 4, I said, I got to do everything because I'm not going to die. I told the doctor, I'm not dying. This is not my time to die. I did not get on this earth to become 30 years old to die from stage 4. That's just not my journey. I don't really care. So I joined a clinical trial with Johns Hopkins. And at the clinical trial, I said, I'm going to transform my life and do everything. So I'm going to eat well, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to change. But you know what? I wanted people on this journey with me. So I used to make up index cards. And every day when I would go to chemo, I would have index cards on what I was drinking. Here's the green juice I did, what I was doing. Here are the vitamins I took. I exercised, join me. Here's positive words, right? I wanted to transform people with me on this journey. And people used to be like, there go Prashan, Miss Positivity. I was like, yep, I'm a warrior. I'm keeping this going. I chose life. I chose courage and I chose purpose. And so when my doctor, Dr. Leisha Emmons, said, I want you to be the keynote speaker because every time you come to chemo, you're in like a red dress, you're in sequins, you're in faux fur. I would come dressed to the nines because I realized that this was just a bump in the road. I said this was my diagnosis, not my not my life. She said, I want you to do a keynote speech. 17 years ago, I wasn't a speaker. And I said, well, what am I going to speak about? She said, your journey. Be honest. And I remember it took me like weeks to write my story. What am I going to talk about? All of this. And when I got in front of the crowd, I said, I'm going to tear this paper up. I stood in front of a crowd of about 3,000 people and I said, I'm tearing up my speech because I want to speak from the heart. I said, I'm not a statistic and neither of you. Don't be a statistic. Doctors gave me 3 months to live. They said cancer was all over my body. They said it was aggressive. 7 doctors came into that room and told me I was not going to be here. But you know what? Every day is a day to make change and do it again. Every day is a day to be different. Every day is a day to motivate myself, to start something new, to change with personal development, self-improvement, motivation, and support. So every day I'm going to do it. So I'm not a statistic and neither are you. I'm a goddamn warrior. And this woman raised her hand. She said, you are a warrior. Everyone was like, we're warriors. And that's when I realized that I was a warrior. And we're all warriors. And each one of you, you're a warrior. So when I tell you you can do and be anything you want, you can. And it's all about wellness. So we're going to go through what courage is, clarity, leadership, and your wellness journey. I'm going to give you some talking points and I'm going to give you things to take away. So what courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is choosing the truth and choosing to do it anyway. We can be scared to death because fear is false evidence appearing real. Now, I tell you, I'm a tech founder. I'm the CEO of a mental wellness app called You Are a Warrior. The letter U, the letter R, the letter A, warrior all together. I knew nothing about tech. I knew nothing about it, but what I did know is that we needed a place where a community where people can support one another, people can talk, people can share in groups, they can get live one-on-one coaching. I knew nothing about it, but I learned it. And I learned it on the way. And I always tell myself I'm a jailhouse techie, but courage is doing it anyway. Courage is saying, no, I'm going to push through. It's asking for help. It's leaving what no longer fits you. And it's standing alone if necessary. I've had to stand alone a lot with this. I've had to make choices. I've had to spend a lot of money, get a team, and all of this. But I kept going. So what I tell you is your 2026 goals, you are going to keep going. Because most people betray themselves daily. You say yes, and then your soul says no, and you don't do it. You stay quiet to stay light. You shrink. You don't want to rock the boat. But I'm telling you, 2026, rock the boat. Rock it. So where in your life are you being called to be brave? And ask yourself this. This is deep. What truth are you avoiding in your life? That's deep. What's the real truth that you're avoiding? When I coach people, I want to know their real truth that they're avoiding. What do they not want to deal with? Because when you're really dealing with it, it's saying every time you point the finger, 3 fingers are pointing back at you. Remember that. So courage is a daily practice. It starts internally and it changes everything externally. So what I want you to write down, one courageous decision you're avoiding. We got them. And I want you to commit to this within this first 7 days. After this, by January 30th, what is one courageous decision you are avoiding? That's the one I want you to take. I don't care where it is. I want to talk to my boss, the CEO. I want to get a bigger check. I want to move. Then you like, what is one courageous decision that you need to make? I want you to do it. All right, now we're going to go to clarity because all of this is your wellness. All of this helps you with your inside, your stress levels, your burnout levels, your anxiety, because you have to deal with the foundation before you go with, what am I going to do? What am I going to take? How am I going to do this? We can do pills and do exercise all day long, but if we have noise and we have toxic in our mind, body, and soul, it's not going to help. We're going to be doing the same thing over and over again. Now we're going to go into clarity. Let's cut through all the noise and get through clarity. Clarity. I want you to decide on what is clarity for you. Because I know sometimes I can get too much information. I can have too many opinions. I can have too much comparison, not enough stillness. What I want you to do is be still in 2026. A million people can tell you a million things, but what are you going to do? It's time to be still. And clarity comes from clarity comes from self-awareness. You have to have self-awareness of who you are. Remember, going back to who you are, what do you want? Clarity comes from emotional honesty. This is a good one. Emotional honesty, being honest with yourself. We're not honest with ourselves. Sometimes it's too hard to look at ourselves. It's easy to look at somebody else and say, oh, they're doing this or they do this. But looking at yourself is tough. Clarity is slowing down long enough to listen to yourself. See, most people lack emotional intelligence and they don't want to look at that. Everyone will talk about someone else. Everyone will look at themselves, never look at themselves. It's too hard. It's too hard, right? So being clear with yourself. I want everyone this year to be clear with themselves. So I want you to ask yourself, when you're writing these things down, after this session, I want you to go back and look at these questions and really answer them. Answer them for yourselves because really dig deep. Wellness starts with the foundation of you. It's not, oh, what am I doing to feel good? It's the foundation. What is one thing in your life that feels heavy? I'll tell you what felt heavy with me. My father passed away 2 years ago. My father was the love of my life. And we were so close. We were like frickin' frack. We did everything together. My father never missed a speaking engagement, came with me coaching, traveled the world with me. And he always supported the family. He was there. He was like the foundation of the family. He would give to the family. He would help the family. He would do all this stuff. But when he got sick, the family wasn't there for him. The family didn't come to the hospital every day. The family didn't come to the house. And that made me sad because he would give money, he would give time, he would do anything. But when he got sick, no one was there for him. And I wanted revenge. I didn't want to talk to my family. I was mad. I was mad at them. I didn't want to talk to them. But then it was so heavy, I let it go on December 31st. I said to myself, as this is a shift year, a change year, and I want you all to do this, what was heavy in 2025 that you're going to say, hold it in your hand, say what it is, say, I'm letting it go, drop it, let it go. It was heavy. You don't need it in 26. You don't need that heaviness. You need clarity. And what would clarity ask you to do next? Because you don't have that heaviness. So what it did for me is I reached out to my family. And now I go over their houses. I watch the football games with them. But I wouldn't do it last year because I was mad. And that madness internalizing your body, stress, heaviness, cancer. You don't want that. So clarity is a muscle. The more you listen, the more clear it becomes. I want you all to remove the distractions out of your life. Remember, you're going to have one thing that you're going to drop because this is clarity. Okay. Now we're going to go to this one. I love this because this is compassion. And compassion is important, right? You know, we have to have compassion. Does anybody have any questions that you want to ask while we're along this way? We have a time for questions, but do you have anything? Like, I want you to get this. I want you to understand the clarity and understand the noise that we're dealing with and the heaviness, because this is wellness. This is wellness. You could write in the chat if anybody has anything. If not, I'm moving to compassion. All right, because we're going to get some questions answered at the end. All right, so compassion is not weakness. Compassion is emotional intelligence. It's maturity, right? Self-compassion is the foundation of life. If you can't be gentle with yourself, you can't be gentle with others. I had a client who beat himself up every day. Oh God, I should have done this better. I should have did this. I didn't do this deal right. I'm mad at myself. It used to beat himself up all the time. Never gave himself a win. And that used to be me because I keep on going. I keep on going. I never stop. The burnout because I want to keep going. Success means a lot to me. So I can't stop. I want to go to the next. I want to go to the next. I want to go to the next. But I'm not gentle with myself. I need to say, you did a good job. Congrats. So, because most people are not lazy, they're just overwhelmed. Most people, it's a lot. Most people are not broken, they're just not supported, right? How many people have felt not supported? I have felt not supported, right? It's not that. So we go into these things and say you're lazy. Yes, there are people who are lazy, but a lot of people are just overwhelmed. And a lot of people don't know the next step. How do you do it? Right. And so I'll tell you, when I spoke at Johns Hopkins, I had a line of people waiting to speak to me. I was like, oh my gosh, how do I start this? So many people were like, I love your speech. I'm a warrior. We're warriors. What do I do next? Are you a coach? Are you a speaker? And so I didn't know what to do. I had to figure it out, and it was overwhelming until I figured it out. And I say this again, most people are not broken. They are just not supported. When you're not supported, when you don't have support on your dreams, you don't know what to do. And then your wellness is hit. Anxiety, stress, burnout. Oh my God, what do I do? Trauma, mental wellness. So I want you to understand compassion. It increases your performance. It builds the trust in yourself. You have to speak to yourself in a positive way every day. You are enough. You are beautiful. You are everything. So I don't want you to beat yourself up. I want you to understand you are enough. What I want you to understand is that you have to take time for yourself. What is wellness? And what does wellness look like? Wellness is understanding that nothing matters unless you are good. Nothing happens unless you feel good. So I want you to write down 5 things that you're going to do. 5 things, and I'm going to tell you to do some things, but what are some 5 things that you want to do? 5 things that you're going to change. 5 things. They have to be 5. 5 things. What are you going to do differently in 26? Write them down. Write them down. 5 things. Because all of this is mind, body, soul. Everything is mind, body, soul. Write down your 5 things. I want everybody to write down their 5 things. What are you doing in 2026?
I see one in the chat, Bashan, that says, give yourself grace and give others grace.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Give yourself grace, give your others grace. Give me another one. Come on. Write it in the chat, write it down. Keep going. Who's going to eat better? Who's going to eat better in 26? Who's going to exercise more? Who's going to cut sugar out? Right? I'll tell you my 5 things. Okay. One, mine is emotional awareness. I need to check in my feelings and not keep running. I'm going to check in my feelings and check in others, right? My wellness is about understanding me because sometimes I'm running and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to people at all. I am not, y'all. I'm just running because I got stuff to do. But sometimes you're running too fast. And I'm running too fast. So one for you all, for wellness, it's your emotional wellness. Write that down, your emotional wellness. You got to check in with yourself. Second, I want you to do physical movement. We got to get to the gym or walk or do something. We have to do that. We have to do that, right? Because all of this turns into your health. Do you know the more exercise you do, the less risk comes with cancer, prostate, and breast? The more you walk, the more you exercise, the more. I'm gonna leave you with 15 of these. I'm gonna leave you with 15. So I want you, when you leave this session, you're gonna go and say, I'm gonna pick out 5 because you're not gonna do 15. I'm gonna give you 15, but you're gonna pick out 5. And then you're gonna do the next 5. And then you're gonna do the next 5, right? So I'm gonna give you things that you can do to take away. Third is rest and sleep. Now this I gotta do. I have to rest and sleep more. I really do. Because I'm running my mind, I'm always going. I have to take time for myself and rest and recover. Rest and sleep is so important. It's so important. You have to rest and sleep. 4, this is a big one, connection. You need to have a relationship with your community and with your family and with your friends. I'm sorry, you can't do it alone. Stop trying to do it alone. Download the You Are a Warrior app, right? You cannot do this alone. You need connection. Don't do it by yourself. This is the 5th one, purpose. What is your purpose? Like 2026, I said, is a change year. What is your purpose? Meaning, feeling, what is your meaning? What is your direction? What is your motivation in life? I finally realized that my purpose was to elevate people. People look up to me in motivating them, in showing them the way. I started this mental health movement because mental health was real. My next door neighbor committed suicide, and I saw him right before he committed suicide. And the one thing he wrote down on a sheet of paper, I felt alone. Wow. How many people feel alone? Someone just told me yesterday that their 46-year-old friend committed suicide. And she worked for a top 100 company, and no one knew. So we're suffering in silence, and we're not telling anyone anything. So I want you to know what your purpose is. Find your purpose, which is your meaning of direction, your motivation in life. All right, those are your top 5. Now I'm going to give you your middle 5 because I want you to leave here writing these down and saying, I need to do this. Of these 15, you're going to check in which ones you want to do. I'm not going to tell you. I want you to check in. Next, number 6, mental clarity. What is your mental clarity? It's time to think, reflect, and quiet your mind. Now, I'm going to tell you what I have. In the morning, and this is thanks to Kathy, I have a little candle, I have my Bible, and I have a journal. And every morning, I take like 5 minutes. I do meditation, and I write and I reflect. I got to take the time for me instead of trying to run, run, run. What's the next goal? What am I doing next? What's the next money goal? Mental clarity is important. So I want you, whatever it is, meditation, write in your journal, go walking, go sit by a tree, mental clarity. That's number 6. Number 7, stress regulation. Stress regulation. How are you really going to deal with stress? This is for your wellness. How are you going to deal with when you're overwhelmed with your family? When you're overwhelmed with your husband or your girlfriends, when you're overwhelmed with your job and you're not producing, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep running, running, running? I have a really good girlfriend who never stops. And I said, you're going to break down. You run, 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 run. Stop it. I want you to have healthy ways to manage your stress and not be overwhelmed. And those healthy ways can be exercise, can be meditation, can do yoga. You could do Pilates. Let's find healthy ways that can help you. Okay? Here's number 8. What is your self-care routine? These are your daily habits that's going to support your well-being. My self-care routine, I told you, I wake up, I read a scripture, I write in my journal, and I walk. You will never catch me not walking by 7 o'clock. 7 a.m., I will be walking. You will always find me walking, right? What is your self-care routine? I want you all to find your routine. If it's, all right, I'm going to go to the gym. All right, I'm going to do this. Find your self-care routine. Okay, 9. This is something I needed to do. Listen to this one. Healthy boundaries. Oh, I love this one. Healthy boundaries. What are your boundaries? I used to have no boundaries. I used to always, people would come in and tell me anything and I would be like, oh no, I'm easygoing. You can wear my clothes. You can do this. I never had boundaries. But then when I realized with no boundaries, people take advantage. People take your kindness for weakness. I know I've had that a lot of times because I had no boundaries. And in 2026, you could say no. Protect your time, protect your energy, and protect your emotions. Let me say this again. Protect your time, protect your energy, and protect your emotions. I always say this. As I've grown up, people used to be about, oh, I want to be liked. Let me tell you, people have something to say about you no matter what. When you're doing good, they're talking about you. When you're doing bad, they are talking about you. So protect your time, energy, and emotions. Have boundaries. Number 10, this is a good one. Fuel your body with healthy food. I'm so serious about this. Like we all talking about, we want to lose weight. We want to look good, but you can't lose weight with the apple pie. You can't lose weight with the macaroni and cheese. Like I have really changed my diet and my look by eating a ton of vegetables. Every morning I do blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries every morning. It doesn't change every morning. And green tea every morning. So remember, your food is your source. That's number 10. All right, those are your next 5. And I'm going to go to your last 5. And when you have these, I want you to really do the work. Don't just come on here and listen and like, oh, okay, it was a good speech. I love it. I want you to do the work. 2026 is a change year. It's a shift year. It's a year of newness. It's time for you to do the work. So number 11, self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Especially during challenges, be kind to yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. You did it. Like I had to be kind to myself. Somebody said, do you know you really started a tech app? Do you know so many people start apps? And let me tell you, somebody called me last night and tell me how to do it. Do not start an app unless you got big money. You really need the money. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. And AI, yes, but it's still AI. You have to keep it going. You have to keep it alive. It is not an easy task and it's not an easy feat. I'm telling you, which I told her. So give yourself compassion when you do something good. Joy and play. Have a little fun. Have a little laughter, a little lightness. Like have a good time. Like that's what I'm doing in 2026. I'm traveling and I'm having a good time. That is what I'm doing. I'm not going to be heavy. That heaviness stays in 2025. 2026 is a new year. That's number 12. 13 is growth and learning. You are not going to be the same as you were in 25, 24, or 23. Okay? 14 is safety and stability. I want you to feel secure. I want you to feel emotional, physically, financially secure. So what does that mean? Stability. If that's saving money, putting $50 in a bank account every week, putting $100 in the stock market, I want you to feel safe and secure. And lastly is support. You have to know when to ask for support. Many people don't. It's time to ask for support. It's time to say, I need help. It's time to say, okay, I need help. Can you help me? You don't have to make it seem like you know it all. You need to just, when you need the help, ask. All right. So now we have 15 more minutes to go. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody want to chime in? Because I want you to leave here with tools of things to do. I see you. Do I need to call on some people? Or do I need to call on some people? Because I could call on you. I could call on you. I see this beautiful smile up. That's a pretty name. Upasna. That's a pretty name.
Oh, thank you. That's Upasna.
Upasna. Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty. So,
Thank
do
you.
you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
I don't have any question, but I have just written so much listening to you.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah, and you were sharing about those 15 pointers. I think I had my 5 pointers ready already. And, it's like you said, this is a year of one.
Yep.
And I follow numerology a lot.
Me too. Yay. Okay.
And I am number one.
Yep.
So it's like, something has changed, something has shifted, which
Yep.
wasn't there in 2025, but is there in 2026. That is helping me in moving ahead, pushing myself,
Yep.
and doing things that I never did.
Yep. Oh, I
So
love that.
yeah, so and then coming here, listening to you, I was here the day before as well, and there was this wonderful lady who shared so much, and everything is falling in sync. What you said, what she said, what I have been learning, what I have been following, and many epiphanies, in between all that.
Uh-huh.
So thank you for sharing your life. Thank you for sharing your whys. It's been really helpful.
Oh, thank you. Yay. Thank you. Does anybody else want to go on? I mean, I see people without showing their face. I see Suzanne, she's showing her face. So beautiful smile. Do you want to ask any questions?
Thank you, because like to echo what you just said, Yusana, is it's just been really helpful, really great information. I think the one thing in the back of my head is, there are always going to be people who are going to try to make themselves feel better, maybe through passive aggression, maybe for,
Yes.
oh, honey, well, maybe not. How do you move past that? And do you keep those people in your life? Do you you know, what's in your toolbox for
So I love that.
managing that?
It's a great question. And so what you have to realize is that their issues is not your issues. And so a lot of times we bring on like a passive aggressive person because really they want to say something, but they're not really saying it, and they want to dance around it. I know a lot of people like that. Like, and so then they get angry and you get angry because you never solved it because you never really got to the foundation. And so in 26, it's like, I say only keep around people who elevate you, inspire you, and motivate you. I literally say that: elevate, inspire, and motivate. Right. And so, and support. If you have to deal with a toxic friend, a toxic male, a toxic female, and you're going around in circles, leave them behind. Leave them behind. It's just too much. Leave them behind. You don't need it. You know what I mean? And be a straight shooter with someone. Look, so and so, is this what's bothering you? Is that what's bothering you? And if you don't want to say, then I'm sorry. I can't keep dancing around situations.
Yeah,
It's just,
love that.
yeah. And so 2026, I say it's a new shift. It's a change year. It's something that we have to start like really stepping up, because wellness is not a trend. This is a movement. I want you guys to be in a movement, right? Whether it's in your workplace, it's in your family, it's in leadership, it's in your education, it's in your community. It's a trend. Wellness isn't just, it's everything. It's how you eat, it's exercising, it's your stress level. It's like not being burnt out. It's not having toxicity around you. It's not dealing with people who bring you down. There are people who bog you down. And I always say, I know we have childhood friends, but if they don't feed your soul, you got to let them go. It's good that you have them, but sometimes everyone can't come with you. Everyone can't be on this journey with you. Everyone. So you have to understand that, like, you are in this to take care of yourself. Because this is a year of one, and I didn't know, I'm offering this, Kathy, and this is what I'm offering. It's a global movement. We're starting with You Are a Warrior. And Kathy, it's only for $20.26. We're doing a global invitation for people. It's going to be coaching, it's going to be talking about things. It's a community of people sharing. I want this to be a community of women and men like sharing, because people are really suffering. And it's a monthly subscription for just $20.26. And if you're really interested, you're going to email, I'll put this in the chat. You're going to email info at You Are a Warrior, because this is info at You Are a Warrior. It's a global movement. Kathy's in it, Ty, and we all in it. It's a global movement that we're going to just talk, we're going to share, and we're going to coach. It's info, INFO, at the letter U R A Warrior all together. Or you could do my name at You Are a Warrior, Bershawn, and the assistant, because someone said the other day, they said to me, you need to start a global movement of people really sharing, because people are really suffering in silence, Bershawn. And when this woman committed suicide, I can't say her name, and they thought that everything was perfect in her life. They said, we need to get communities together. We need to get people all around the world talking and not being ashamed, not being embarrassed. And this is someone who was known. And I got this information the other day, and I'm like, wow. So it's, you email these two emails, info at You Are a Warrior, or Bershawn at You Are a Warrior. Like, I want us to be a part of something big. I want us to take wellness seriously. I don't want us to be afraid of this and like still being the same as we want. And you just said, numerology, it's a 1 year. It's your time this year. It's your time to step out and be different. It's your time to not be afraid. It's your time to say, I'm doing it now. It is your time. No more going back to the way you used to be. No more saying, I'm afraid. No more any of that. It is your time now.
You've
I'm
got
going
a
to give these. Oh, go ahead.
no. I didn't want to mean to cut you off, but I did see a new hand in the chat, and
Oh,
and it's Cynthia, who's one of the partners here at coachcon, and I wanted to make sure that we got her in before. I know you have to.
Yeah.
have to leave at 12:30.
So
Okay.
first of all, Kathy has been talking about you for a long time, and you did not, you were higher than what she said you were in my book right now. So
Oh.
love you. Everything you've said has been so powerful because you know how you go through things and you're like, am I the only one here? Like I fire people every year. In December, it's like if you have been draining me, not, giving anything, you can't go into the new year. So thank you for confirming that. Because in the beginning, when I started this, I felt really bad, but I just can't take you in. And I took this whole thing that people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a
Yep.
lifetime.
Yep.
So people that are reasons and seasons, they can't be lifers. So sometimes they just have to go.
They have to go.
So yes, and no, so my word for this year for me, so that's my umbrella and it's under joy. So if you can't bring me joy or the work that I'm doing is not joyful, the clients that I have are not joyful, I'm not going to do it because it drains me. And I've had a lot of cancer in my family. I'm loving what you're saying because, maybe we could have done some things differently. But everything that you say, as I look at health and have had some health issues, going to physicians and going to workshops and all that stuff, it is so true. Like you got to make yourself number one. After my God,
Yep.
I have to make myself right after that. So I'm with you. And to have that journey in the morning, like I do that in the morning, like I do exactly what you're talking about. Hadn't started the walking yet, but I'm doing running around in the house because it's cold where I'm at right now. But I just want to say thank you because we need to hear this. And the last thing I would ask people, if you have had people that have had loss in their lives, because a lot of people are passing away,
A lot of
stay
people.
close to those people that are there. Like my neighbor's wife just passed away and he cannot function. They were married for 50 years. So I'm taking him to lunch, I'm taking him food, but mental illness, because he probably just feels alone. So look out for people that have had a death in their family, someone close to them, and reach out to them because they really have some mental challenges potentially. But they need community, just like you said. So thank you for everything you've said today. I so appreciate
thank
you
you.
and can't wait to meet you.
Oh, I know. I can't wait to meet you too. I love it. Yeah, no, but it's so true. And I'm glad you said that. Community is everything, right? And so, whatever you're dealing with, don't be ashamed, don't be embarrassed. And that's how we get to these places because we're trying to keep up with the gram and keep up with Facebook. Oh, I got a new house, I got a new car, but you're suffering in silence. You're an alcoholic. Your husband is abusive. Your child is on drugs. You're like, we barely can pay our house note. We're trying to keep this bubble going, and it's not true. I was like, who are you doing this for? You're doing this for social media or for your colleagues at work that if you got sick, who's coming to help you pay those bills, medical bills? No one. Who will be there for? No one. So we have to stop. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. It's your God first, and it is you. You come first. Wellness is first. Those 15 things, look on them and say, I'm going to do these 5. You ain't going to do all 15 right away. I know you're not, but you're going to do those 5. And then when you accomplish that, you're going to do the next 5. And then when you accomplish that, you're going to do the next 5, right? So you're going to take action to do what you need to do. We're not showing up in 26. We're showing up. We're standing up, we're speaking up, and we're doing what we're supposed to do. Remember, it is a change year. It is a shift year. It is shifting in your mind. I'm going to leave you with this. I want you right now to write down something that you're scared. What is a dream that you are scared about that you probably don't even think will happen? It's too big. That's what we're going to go for. The too big dream. The thing that you don't think could really happen. That's the thing we're going to be aiming at for 26. We're aiming at the big stuff because it's not impossible. Impossible is I am possible. Let me tell you, if I would have listened to doctors 17 years ago, I wouldn't have been here. Every doctor from Mount Sinai to Cornell to Columbia to MD Anderson to Georgetown, to University of Maryland, saw my scans. My scans lit up like a Christmas tree. I'm here, baby. And I'm not just surviving, I am thriving. I am a warrior. Yes. So when I tell you it is possible, no one knows your journey but you and the universe and God and whatever. You put your all into what you have and want. Wellness is mind, body, soul, and spirit. It's not just eating well, it's not just exercising, it's taking care of you, the internal you, the well you, the no toxicity you, the empowered you, the powerful you, the I am enough you, the I can do it you. Don't ever let anyone say you can't do it. You can do anything you want because it is possible. I want to leave you with that. You're going to write down your biggest dream. I don't care if it's like, I want to own a bake shop and I want to have bakeries all over the country. That's possible, right? Stop thinking it's not possible. If you start thinking big, you start dreaming big, you start becoming big. I'm telling you, I got so many big dreams, child. I step in rooms, I'm like, wow, I can't believe I met this person and he's connected. I'm like scared to death, but I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna shake your hand. I'm gonna say, how are you doing? Because you ain't gonna leave baby behind. I'm gonna be right there at that table with you, making deals and making things happen. Because you only got there because you thought it was possible. That's how you got there. And you, ladies and gentlemen, are only going to get there because you know it's possible. So I want to thank you for joining in with this session. I want to thank you for everything because now I hope you have clarity, you have compassion, and you definitely have courage to go forward because everything is possible. And in 2026, we are warriors. We are going forward and we are making it happen. And I want to thank you so much for joining me because we're all warriors.
Thank you for
so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Thank you, Prashant.
Yay.
Kathy, do you want to do, we don't need to do a breakout room. I think everybody is so energized and engaged by that. We can probably stay in this room and do a little bit of a debrief before you close us out.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, I just want to again thank Rashawn for joining all the way from Aspen, Colorado. She's a jet setter. Thank you so much. I hope that you continue to have an amazing vacation and continue to live your best life. She is a miracle, everybody. She is
That's
a
right.
miracle walking, and everything she shares, she actually embodies. She says who she is, who she says she is.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that for sure. So us as coaches, as we lean into our businesses and as we think about everything we've been learning over the past few days, I hope that we can still remember to center ourselves and to lean into some of this, the work around taking our mental health and our wellness and the things that we hold sacred, making sure that we keep those things at the forefront of our mind. So thank you again to Brashawn.
Yay, thank you. And make sure you do the work. Make sure you do your homework, everyone. You got all these things written. Don't just go and have it in a notebook. Like, really do the work after this. I appreciate each and every one of you. I thank you. Have a blessed day. Yay. Thank you so much. Bye.
All right. So we'll be taking questions now. If you have any questions around that, I do have to step out for a minute, but I'll be back. So Ty is here and Cynthia is here, and they'll take the questions, and I'll be right back.
Okay, so that was a really thrilling session, and I saw you guys actively engaged, Suzanne, Upasana, sorry. Cynthia, what do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, first of all, I'm still, just really inspired by her and her story. And, she was at her lowest level and look where she is today, right? From that perspective. So let's just take some time and walk through that. What resonated most with you? Is there anything that you're going through that we can support? coachcon is here as a community for you. When she talked about being supportive, that is the reason why we're doing this work. We want to help people in many ways, and we are a holistic organization, not just coach to coach, but take care of yourself. Make sure that your people that you're working with are doing things of that nature. So I just want to thank 3 people that have come today to support me because I needed them. Then I was like, where were you yesterday? But my husband, Charles Story, has been on. He had to drop off. One of my business partners is Wayne Garnes and also Suzanne St. George. So thank you guys for coming on and learning more about coachcon because they know coachcon and things are going and we're going to get really huge and from that perspective. But I just want to hear from people. Ty and I just want to hear from you. What did you take away? What are you going to do? Maybe you already know what your 5 are and you might want to share it with us so that maybe we can support you from a coachcon perspective. So let's just open it up and let's just have questions.
I don't have a question. I do want to say though how much I think that this really resonates with everything that coachcon represents and is trying to do, because what job is more insular than a coach? Because you can sit here on your own and create your own narrative. And you may have some appointments during the day that shape that or adjust it. But at the end of the day, I think it was just really hitting the mark on what coaches need. So thank you.
Thank you, Suzanne. You guys have just come off
Asana?
mute. Are you sharing?
I was about to unmute myself, so
Great.
so yes, as I said earlier, when we a day before that we were connected for so long, but this was the time we were supposed to, be here in front of each other. So thank you, Ty, for keeping the connection and keeping us motivated with joining you some way or the other. And I'm glad that I did that in CoachCon because I think it was, for me, it was a place to be this year. And I really want to thank you, Cynthia and Kathy, for actually making it happen, bringing in all those amazing people here and them sharing their stories. It definitely is very, very motivating and energizing, and telling you that there is nothing that is not possible. So
Absolutely.
thank you for that.
Thank you. And thank you for being here.
He doesn't come on camera. Do we still have Tony? Is Tony still here? Yes, Tony. Tony, what did you think? While we wait for Tony to drop us in the chat, I know we had Antoinette. It was new to our day today. And then, even though he's visiting for you, what are Wayne's thoughts?
Mr. Garnes, are you still there? I'm trying to hear who is. Just come off mute. All right, we'll come back to him. Let's see who else is out here. You know what? I want to hear from you, Ty, because you do this. This is your work. I mean, you are in your sweet spot. What did you take away, and what are some of your fives?
What was really cool about this experience is the second time we've done this, was just the progression. I feel like throughout the entire 3 days, we really started, and we did this last time we did this with the business of coaching. We really started rooted in mindset, and then we went into tactics, and we ended on a note of actual strategy. And then I feel like when we approached this concept of journey to wellness, we had to figure out, okay, how do we thread people through so they're getting tangible takeaways, but yet still it applies to that health and wellness balance that you need as you build a business. And all the speakers were so dynamic. We started off with Andrew and Seneca, who really emphasized and focused on how they built their business and the dynamics of working together as a couple and what they had to do to deal with relationships, which is a huge part of your work-life balance, right? Relationships. And then we wrapped it all in. And then I feel like we ended with that sense of me, that sense of like, you have to take care of yourself. You have to lean into your health. You have to lean into your who you are as a person before you can take care of anyone else. And so we threaded the conference with that, and I feel like we had like some strategy in the middle with Charlene, and a little bit of strategy we had yesterday with Sean. But it really was a balance of health and wellness, and how do you take care of you as you face this year of one, as you face this year of abundance, as we all kind of get to that next level in our business. So I was really excited and happy about it. I think it delivered. I think that we're going to have great pieces to share with people after the fact. And I look forward to building on this for the next CoachCon, which happens in March.
Absolutely. Thank you. Joshua.
I don't think you'll get Joshua. Joshua's
Josh is not gonna, okay, well, he's building everything for us anyway. I'm not
he
sure if
is.
Wayne is still out there. Let me go over on this side, see who is Antoinette.
Antoinette's been with us today, but I just don't know if she's
Okay, that's fine.
talking as well.
That's fine.
So what are the action steps? Like what are so Upasna and Suzanne and Wayne and you're leaving us.
I could stay one more minute. I'll be late.
Okay, my question, you can go first. My question was what do you take away from this? Like what are the next steps for you? We're at the tail end. Like what are your action items for yourself as you move forward, as you finish up with CoachCon?
I don't know that I've limited down, but it really did flow in with the way I've already been trying to address 2026. And also, interestingly, Cynthia was talking about a couple weeks ago, we come up with one word for the year. Her word is joy. And mine has been intention, because I just want to have intention in everything I do and to not veer away from that intention when other things get in the way. So that's kind of the key thing. So sticking with some new exercise that I'm doing, sticking with getting outside when it's not but and moving in other ways. And then also just not letting things waylay my efforts just psychologically when I'm trying to focus and move forward on things. So that's kind of where I've started, and I'm going to be studying these. I do not want to let her down.
Those are
Yeah.
some profound action items and tangible ones too that you can take away to ensure that you're on the right path. I think one of the ones that we can all employ is that sense of community, right? So it's great to
Yes.
have that plan, but we all know come February 23rd, when this conference is way in the back of your mind, is like, "Ah, what was that thing I said I would do again?" And so it's making sure that you're not just having the plan, you're not just executing a plan, but you have somebody making sure that you're actually completing and doing the milestones and checking in and then getting you motivated when you're not.
Yeah. One of the things I noted down was maybe putting things on my calendar so that it's not, like you said, it's not just a one and done kind of day, and
Mhm.
put some ticklers out there for myself going forward through the year.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And she's now doing Pilates because I've been harassing her for about a year and a half.
Uh-oh.
Right.
And it's community, I mean, but it's community, it's us
It is.
supporting each other. And I mean, and that's what CoachCon stands for, because, you know, you're going to get coaches, you know, that are holistic, right? You got some that are going to do mental health and so forth, but we're trying to create a holistic community and a support group for everybody that attends any kind of event we have. You know, we have individuals that, you know, are going through one of our programs right now, and they are phenomenal. And you know, I want all of us to be as phenomenal as we move through the studies and the work that we have to do. But the community is so important, because being an entrepreneur is hard, right? Because you spend a lot of time by yourself. You're taking on other people's challenges and issues, and then you gotta kind of, you know, decompress yourself, because you got to be better for the next person that you're going to talk to, or the next group you're going to be in front of, and so forth. So the good thing that, you know, when we talked about creating this, I mean, this is our child. You know, it's got 3 parents. But you know, daddy is kind of running a lot of stuff, which we love, because you got those of you that know Ty, he is just the most creative person that I've met. But you know, you have a community here, and we really want you guys to take advantage of that. Join our family. And let's help each other be more successful and make this your best year ever. So that's my commitment to everybody that's on the line today.
Upasna, what are your action items? What are your next steps?
Like Suzanne, she said the word of the year is intention. My word of the year is intention too.
Great. Great.
So, yes, you know, you have so much going on in your life and you have so much to think through, so much to achieve. But when you are so lost in just the thinking phase, the intention fades away.
Yeah.
So this year I decided that, like Bersha was talking about, Bershan, she was talking about wellness. And this whole CoachCon was also about wellness, right? So I see wellness in 5 realms for myself: mental, physical, social, emotional, and financial. Yeah. So being very, very intentional about that wellness. So when it comes to mental, thinking through, okay, what do I need to be at peace? what do I need to, it's like, I just wrote it down somewhere. Yeah, heaviness to happiness.
I love that.
Yeah. So heaviness to happiness. How can I work with the things that are pulling me down to work on things that can help me let go of
Mm.
my fears, let go of uh, uh, things that are pulling me down in terms of my health, in terms of not doing things that I'm supposed to do, like taking a walk every day,
Mm.
going out and about. We are living in Florida. If you're not going out for a walk, that's a shame. And what a shame it is for me that I don't do that. Social, like Cynthia very well said that, we get very lonely being entrepreneurs, being, working for ourselves. It gets very lonely, sitting behind the screen all the time, coaching
Mhm.
people. You're meeting people, but you're not meeting them every day, one-on-one, like in person. And that makes a huge difference. So going out, networking, I did not network at all in 2025. So this is my year of going out and being out and about, meeting new people, making new connections. So that is one thing. Emotionally, what do I need to work on?
Mm.
My most of my work is on emotional intelligence, and this whole coachcon, whatever sessions I could attend, it actually helped in amplifying what I have planned for myself this year. So in all the badges of wellness that I have, mental, physical, social, emotional, and financial. So it has nothing but amplified my approach towards all those aspects of life. So again, a big thank you for that. So
I'm curious. Tell me a little bit about your coaching practice and where you are in your journey.
So I took a break last year because my health was taking a toll, but I started coaching way back in 2017. And before that, I was working as an image consultant, helping people with all the aspects of visual image, like how should you look, how should be your body language, how should you dress up, what kind of image you want to portray, how do you want to show up. So I was helping with all that, and then I realized, no, something is missing. I'm not hitting where I want to hit.
Mhm.
That's when I jumped into the coaching world. I did my certification, which gave me some really good tools and techniques. And then my coaching journey started. I'm really, really thankful and grateful for being here, and for being able to help thousands of people so far. So that has helped me as a person to grow as well, in all the realms of my life. So my work for coaching is mostly focused on self-acceptance,
Mhm.
because that is one very important aspect, and we all fight with it. And some of us do not even arrive, and are we
Mhm.
done, are done with our lives already, because we cannot do that anymore. Like, so my work is more on self-acceptance, because I struggled with that a lot, being a kid, being an adult, in my teenage years, in when I became a mom, so many things, in every aspect of life. So, and I worked on myself. And now I feel that, and again, we all are work in progress. I'm still working on it. So the thing is, I feel that if you are able to fully accept yourself, if you're able to love yourself unconditionally, if you're able to have that relationship with yourself, a good relationship with yourself, that set the tone for all of the relationship, that
Yep.
reflects in all of the relationships of your life. So
Mhm.
that's what I try to coach people on, that let's just work on yourself first. See what is not there, and then see where how you can grow, and reflect that light in all other areas of your life. So I have been working with the executives, I have been working with the professors, medical professionals, like I have worked with good amount of people, varied amount of people during my journey as a coach. And it has been really rewarding. And last 5 years were more into emotional intelligence. So, letting people understand that emotions are there. You cannot just avoid them, cannot ignore them. They exist, even when you say, "Oh, I'm not that emotional kinds." Hey, you are. That's why you're saying that. So, helping people in getting more aware of their own emotions and how you can, how they can use them in different situations to consciously bring a better outcome and have
And
better
so,
relationships.
okay. What's the next step in your coaching journey then? So what are you planning to do? Are you relaunching a program? Are you planning to go into groups? Like what is your model moving forward?
So I'm still exploring about the coaching aspect of it. Process of I'm in process of building programs
Okay.
around emotional intelligence and around self-acceptance specifically. But this year I'm focusing more on speaking.
Ooh.
That's where I am trying to build my portfolio as right now. So I do love coaching. Coaching is my passion. And I think speaking is another way of coaching, wherein, you're just helping thousands of people together.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what my focus this year is, while I'm working on what do I need to do as a coach that can have a better impact.
That's interesting because speaking itself is a business, right? It's equal to starting a coaching practice. You're starting a speaking practice, and that's equally it's not an add-on. It's a whole new venture. It's a new enterprise altogether. It takes different skills, different programming. It's maybe the same tool, but a different structure in your CRM. So it'll be interesting to see you as you build that new vertical.
Thank you. I am so looking forward to it. And that's why I said, coaching, it's not that I'll not be coaching. I will be coaching while I do that.
Yep.
But, the approach, the way of doing that will be different because, I want to address masses, right, rather than addressing one-on-one. I mean, I love that also. It has a different beauty altogether, when
Of
you
course.
work one-on-one with people. But yeah, that's what my focus this year is.
Okay. Well,
It's
I'm gonna drop my calendar link in the chat because I would love to talk to you more about how you have that set up and what you're looking to do. And if I can
Sure.
help in any way,
Oh,
um,
absolutely.
obviously, I probably speak too much, but I have a lot
Oh.
of sessions. I have a lot of sessions in Fort Lauderdale. I'm actually speaking, uh, I'm hosting a mastermind at the end of this month, of the 29th at the Tower Club. Where are you located?
I am in Odessa, if you know.
Odessa is in what, Orlando? Like
No, it's
no.
it's it's the suburb of Tampa.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we're a little far apart. But yeah, I mean, I do speaking gigs every once in a while. And I would love to see if I can help you in any way.
Oh, that would be great. I would really look forward to talking to you about it.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
I dropped the link in the chat.
Yes, I did. I did click on that. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. I know Kathy has a session that starts at 1 o'clock and she should be back. Other than that, Antoinette, Tony, you stayed with us all 3 days, but I know you haven't been able to come off camera very many times. Are you able to talk to us, or can you type? What's going on with Tony? This morning we had a few moments of Tony. Okay, we're gonna assume that he's not accessible.
Wayne just texted me. He had to go to a meeting.
Here he is.
Oh, great.
Okay, so Tony says, thank you for letting me join. I don't have a program or offering yet, but I'm exploring this direction. I've been coaching staff and clients forever, so this may be a natural fit. Unfortunately, time is a limiting factor, but with the use of technology will help. My background is in tax, accounting, and business solutions. So the next few months will be crazy. Yep, you're coming up to your season right now. February to April, you're overwhelmed, and then you get a little bit of a break, but then September, October, November, it's done for. I know your equally thank you. I know you're equally challenged. You can also, if you'd like to tell me, like, have a chat and see if we can help in any way, you can also take my calendar link and just book a call. Happy to jump on with you and see if there's any support we can provide to you as you continue to figure out where your stuff is. Okay, Cynthia, what else you got for us?
I think that's it. We had a lot of people dropping off because they probably have other meetings and things of that nature. But those of you that are still on, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Hopefully you'll be able to join us in March with some more exciting speakers and topics and so forth. So just thank you for being involved and being engaged. So that's been helpful. And we
Been an
learn every
amazing
day
3
too from
days.
everybody. Yes. It's so cool.
Yes, it's been an
Thank you.
amazing 3 days, and we'll certainly follow up with the opportunity, the replays, and any of the opportunities that we have.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. All
Okay.
right.
Of course.
Take care.
Thank you, guys.
Ty, can you stay on for a minute?
I can.
Cool.
Bye, Tony. Have a good one.
Bye-bye, guys. You know what? Why don't I just call you?
Do what?
Is that okay?
What's up? What'd you say?
Why don't I just call you?
Okay.
Okay, bye.